minister at the update aba. GoldFields omo lease renewal as we speak now. Akoye nsem bebre na benim say the Ghana there. Adwin say renew mo na the finance minister so Kenny or say rushing to renew mining lease, selling it shouldn't be encouraged. Where your finance minister, and you see a renew mining lease, no, the GoldFields for, and as I bet Tompo, and your idea was a encourage Ghana has say, Ghana for the one say, the president of Ghana, President John Dramani Mahama, or didn't I basic form say GoldFields for or Murini one idea, and your idea said Bebaso, send Comobia cost you everything about Bontia because oh, yeah, renewal be a maso, maybe I'll be in my tree baby, better so. You know, made in Komoya Cassie there be almost total non-renewal, and I environment GoldFields for you. Be our organ had do runner at their tomb, at their bedroom, say, am I renew and for a mom? When I didn't know, and I'll call Takwa baby, I have friend who needs so. And penning for na nominate Timemu for Nina or more I press conference. Almost Ghana buying said that be. In as much as I said, don't draw na Ghana for yourself, you need pattern a moon watch, essay dabi, and momu renew and farmer GoldFields. Or more, nananum, any team and for more huniso, I water municipality in the Mudia Betuja, say almost say a buying, moon renew a year GoldFields for Mulis no, and for a mom. To quickly, young Konegotier, a year huniso for, nananum, any team and for almost some of the tuja, say almost a buying a renew GoldFields. Omo lease no enfa momo. Why are they saying that they ain't no see renew momo?
This is why GoldFields, being the operators in this area, has been so advantageous to our points. Because they have deep pockets, they have been able to create a lot of developmental projects in our communities. They started with us when we had nothing in this town called Huniso. We used to walk miles away to get access to transport. We used to carry people on our backs to get to hospitals. By the grace of their operation around us, they have been able to give us road network. They have given us health structures. They have given us educational institutions. They have sponsored our children. They have sponsored our children to secondary and tertiary schools. As at now, we can count a good number of people who are not just walking around, who are just not falling out of schools because of lack of financial capabilities. Now we have children who have moved from the elementary schools right down to universities. They have sponsored our children who are, some are now engineers, some are doctors. So I think, or we think, their existence here has really been good to us. On this point, we say if the government abruptly strip the lease from GoldFields and hands it to a local consortium purely based on political patronage or crony capitalism, and the local firm lacks the immediate liquid capital to sustain operations, the mine will stall and collapse. If the mine stalls, thousands of our youth working as supervisors, mechanics, securities, gas, equipment operators, kitchen assistants, laborers, etc., will lose their livelihood overnight. The Takwa economy will collapse. Ghana's revenue will collapse because the economy of Ghana is highly driven by the mining sector. And it is we, the youth of Muniso, Awadia, Pepesa, Tebe, and in the catchment areas, we will suffer. It is not just the people who are sitting in Accra and making proposals. It is we who will suffer. And when this mine collapses, it will be like a volcano. Poverty will be like a volcano in our community. And on this note, we still recommend to the government that in putting all things together, you should consider the lease renewal for the GoldFields to continue their operation, and can sit down with them and make current appraisals or conditions that would both favor the company and favor the Ghanaians, favor we the people of Huniso for them to continue their minds.
Of Huniso and Yokoti almost to your muchirimoa, almost abain. As a option on renew a GoldFields for lease and for more because omo abomo omo kwan ni ade eto do omo ye ede mo omo kwan omo school and cry school hwem any ade. There are so many social amenities omo aye ede amo omo empo no Huniso for ni bi wo ha omo ye adwuma e wo GoldFields so say obi foforo ba no be fa say your sankofo no be say nya omo adwuma asaye e be kwa koye nsem bebre eti omo de abeto dwa say aban enhwa na kon renew GoldFields for omo lease ne fa mo no na manfo dwene ho am say nananom okay anyway so yanto ansem no so Professor Jampo ono ene CEO of Ghana Shippers Authority. Now, Papa, on your screens or the summer to you, say I appeal to Ghanaians, let us not be vindictive by attacking South Africans in Ghana. Instead, let us use this moment to teach them valuable lessons about hospitality towards foreigners. Professor Ransford Jampo, CEO Ghana Shippers Authority. And on also the summer to you, and also Chiremwa. South Africa for more Ghana, and I say, yeah, Ghana for no, Shena Yankanko retaliate. So, omo elbow and call for so videos be by yedi updates, brem one HM said, or Ghana for be Moses said, what don't Saka Ghana and Niba come so the Omusabe Kanga South Africa for me, Ghana. Professor Ransford Jampo, and I bet to just say, yeah, here now at this particular moment, no, yen South Africa for say one, yen yate. Sebi adwene kakra da yetrim sebi yehunu se woto krom na se obi free ne man so ba ewo hu benefits bebre emwa bebre bia ne South Africa for omu esuso omu tourism industry no gu because of xenophobic attacks so and we shouldn't make foreigners feel unsafe in Ghana because omu nyina ka hu bi Ghana's tourism ade eboa Ghana pa ema Ghana eno so ya another sector ema Ghana sika. We should rather use this opportunity to teach South Africans hospitality, how to welcome people, how to make your own home to other people in Ghana here. And you know, any professor runs for Jampo, on someone or the Etuja, and and a Kofi Ochredako on a presidential advisor on diaspora affairs. On also then some Ebetuja. So on your screens you will see. Say, also somebody to just say, as long as South Africans living in Ghana abide by our rules, this is their home and their businesses are safe. Kofi Ochredako, presidential advisor on diaspora affairs. In Johnson Chemwa, South Africa need to Ghana. Only Bonibia. Uncle di bone uncle for obi ade some Nigerians in Ghana ebi mu bo asawo bra ebi mu yesei na obeti no makochi obi asie. There are Nigerians omukchi Ghana need ni kopi won Nigeria ema Ghana for call Nigeria ko for mo ede omo baaye. Some of these things say we are South African you wo Ghana na say wunye bia you are safe once you are abiding by Ghanaian rules. You are safe. Ghana is your home. Your businesses and your projects in Ghana are safe. Ejiano Kofi Ochredako KOD ono presidential advisor on diaspora affairs and also doing some tuja ama yenyina ya tibino. That is the update yede mamo yede mo akọ baby bebre GoldFields yede mo akọ on South Africa because as we speak now. I said, when we gave you the update, Mamu who said, almost starting whooping phobia, as before, I told you, I said, 1 year renew, no, somewhere, somehow, you could realize that they've started doing something. Sana Heath GoldFields sponsor for Bogos ni Pristia. Almost the same thing. About say renew our be revoke almost launch 20 million development plan for Pristia and Bogos for. Sana so na ultimus something and bibi ekoso underground takwa huniso and this is a crowman and another babontin set yenhe na yenfa release no and yes and renew enfa emomo. And that is the update. And SA South Africa so and some Ghana for the one I say we should use this opportunity to teach them civilization kakra, or any tia kakra, any ade. That is the update that we have for you.